Are we going to experience another awakening moment right now? It's something we talked about in the Danny Cam podcast, a candid conversation that we had, just talking about what's going on in Minnesota and around our world, and just kind of just talking about the situation and trying to understand a little bit. And in part of the episode, we were reflecting on an awakening that Candy and I personally had way back when in 2020, when COVID was rampant and George Floyd, ironically enough, in Minnesota, and BLM started up. Candy and I both knew racism existed. We both knew that it was happening. We would, just hear it around and everywhere we were going. But we didn't understand the systematic part of racism that was going on. And when we started seeing what was happening then and started going to some BLM marches and protests and events that they were having and just there to observe and listen and hear the stories people were talking about, it opened our eyes. It just removed all the scales to see there are some very bad systematic things going on here and some great injustices happening. And it was an awakening for us. And I think a lot of people that we knew, it opened their eyes too of there's some serious deep-seated shit going on that needs to be addressed. And it made us wonder if that's what's going to be happening here again for the next group of people that didn't have their eyes open during 2020. But now they're starting to see things that are happening and people being just taken out in broad daylight in the middle of a street. That maybe this will open their eyes too, because this isn't what we're about. This isn't what this country was founded on. And just what's happening might open their eyes to some of the lies and deceit that's been fed to them. I'm hoping so, because that can only move everyone else forward. Because once you start realizing this stuff, then you can actively start addressing some of these issues in the way you operate day to day, in the way you treat other people. You start seeing the humaneness in others instead of sides and what color of hat they're wearing. So I'm hoping that some of this is. I've seen a couple small examples here and there, some on TikTok, where people that come out are just like, this is wrong, no matter what it is. I've even seen people that are Christian influencers of sorts saying, this is wrong, what's happening. So I see some of it awakening, but is this another great movement towards it? I can hope so, because that would only move our country into a better place. Once we start letting everyone operate in the same thing and be able to compete and just live life to the fullest, no matter their race, creed, color, identity, or whatever. Just being humans to humans. That would be a nice thing, wouldn't it?